And now we're gonna go inside and take a look at what I did in there. Oh, before we go in, let's start over here. So let me show you what I have right here. So on the doorstep, let me open the other door. I'm utilizing the doorstep for some storage, so I have some water in there. I got these two containers here. This one has vinegar with water, and that one there only has water in it. And I put them inside that little container there so they don't fall around. Of course, here you've seen that before, and if you didn't, you can go back, scroll down to one of my other videos, and you can see when I installed this Dometic refrigerator slash freezer, and I installed it like that, and so far it hasn't moved, and it's not going to go anywhere because I have a piece of aluminum angle to stop it from coming this way, and I have a piece of poplar over here as a spacer so it has room to breathe, and I can plug in the 12-volt cord which runs this way. And let me bring it down there, see if you can see that. It's a little dark in there, but right there I put that in, and I have a plug there and it works fine. So over here, right there, I got 5 hooks. These are the type of hook that you can pull down the glue tab thingy, whatchamacallit, and it comes out freely without leaving any damage or anything. And it holds a lot of weight. I have a couple heavy jackets in there, and they don't fall off or anything. So far they haven't. Over here on this side, I keep a couple things. I have like a lawn chair that sometimes I use inside the van. I have this bigger chair that I'm seriously considering removing from the van since I've never used. And then over here I have that table that I've used once in a while. I got it at Walmart. So if I remove this chair, I'll gain a little bit of room here to get in and out. Down there I keep my water. I usually buy a case of 24 or 28 depending what the store has, and I just store it sideways in there like that. Let me get the jacket out of the way. So I just store it like that, and then when it gets close to the end I just go and buy another one. As far as jackets go, I don't have, maybe I have too many, I don't know. But I have this one here. Used to be my running jacket. Now it's just a jacket to go out or whenever I need it. Whenever it's a little cooler, I can use that. But as far as running, and this is from Roadrunner's store. As far as a jacket to run in, don't buy one of these jackets, please. There's other jackets out there that you can use. I was using this when I was running in very cold weather, and by the time I ran about 2 miles, I was sweating. By the time I finished, I was soaking wet underneath this thing. This thing breathes like a plastic bag. So then I have another jacket over here. I got my winter hat thingy hanging there, and then I have, oh, how did this get here? This looks familiar. I don't know how it got there. And what is this? It looks familiar. I've seen this before somewhere. Huh. I don't remember exactly where, but these items look familiar somehow. I also have that bucket. I have that 5-gallon bucket. This is a multi-purpose tool. I can fill that with water if I have to. Right now I'm storing a little container that I use to brush my teeth in and kind of wash my face. To wash my face, I just wet some paper towel and then I do that. I also did a video of me doing that, so if you scroll down the videos, you'll find one where I did that, how to keep cleaning the van or something. This is a container where I store apple juice. And so yeah, let's oh, over here on the porch, I guess you can call this the porch, right? Over here on the porch I install this 12-volt light. I can't turn it on this button. Right now it's in on position. It has to be turned on from a switch inside that I'll show you. So I have that light right there, and here's the back end of my cabinet. It kind of curves. I don't know if you can see it there. It's kind of tight, but it curves. All right. I try to maximize the amount of space that I had, because if you can see, this door also curves, so that follows the contour of the door. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it follows the contour of the door. There's a little gap in between it, but I try to utilize as much of the space as I could. And over here on the side I have my bulkhead, and you can see that's how thick it is. Alright, there's a piece of 1/2-inch plywood, another piece of 1/2-inch plywood on the other side, and inside here on this side I have Reflectix. I have the Reflectix on this side, and then in the middle I have a 1-inch piece of Polizio foam, and then I used another piece of 3/4 plywood right here as a gap, so I could bridge. This is square, okay, and the way I built it, it had to be in this position here, and then there was a little bit of a gap right there between the bulkhead and this piece of plastic trim. So I put that 3/4 there to bridge that gap, and then I closed this end because it was curved. Again, I could have just put a piece of kind of straight piece of plywood, but if you look at the door here, let me go on the side, you see the door is kind of makes that contour right there. So I kind of followed that trim of the door, and I made that curved also, which wasn't easy to finish, but I used this piece of 1/4-inch plywood, and I started on top, put a screw in. I have some pieces of poplar going across like this where I screwed in, and I put a screw in there, put another screw in, pushed this down, bent it, put another screw, and I did that all the way down. and I think it's, I mean, it's not perfect, but it finishes it off pretty nicely. So now let's go inside.